The first time I was introduced to Thea Bowman House was delivering books to them behind St. Joe's St. Pat's Church. Children's books that my wife and I wanted to make sure would be in the hands of other kids who want to read or other families that want to read to their children. So that was my first introduction to them. Then I kind of read about what they do and how they support the community. Learned about why they're named Thea Bowman. The work they do, part of why they do it so well is because they never promote it themselves. My wife and I discussed this. We didn't do the whole everyone can write letters or a selection process for this one. We just said, no, we want Thea Bowman. Fast forward to a couple years ago, the whole Stewart's debacle. The developer of Stewart's, when they were doing the ribbon cutting, I had helped them liaise a lot of this stuff through the council. They said, who should we donate to? We need an organization that never talks about themselves. I said, Thea Bowman. You go back to that ribbon cutting for the Stewart's in South Utica, and that's who they donated to. Whether it's the profile or the funding that they could utilize for the services for the children in our community and the families that they support, there is absolutely no way you can come up with a reason that they weren't the recipient that should have been chosen this year.
It was just a wonderful surprise. Everybody was so excited. And I think just the excitement in our staff and the way it raised our staff morale just to be selected. The money that was raised from this will help us so much in so many ways. As many people know, we had a tragedy with our buses this year, and it'll help us fill in the blanks for what insurance does not pay and does not cover. Right now we're just leasing buses to get by. Mainly it'll help us do nice things for the children. We plan to get some nice new playground equipment in addition to hopefully our new buses. I can't tell you how much it means to all of us because it's just, there's no way to really adequately thank the mayor and this community for this wonderful opportunity.
They were so humble about it. It was phenomenal. Talking to Jane, talking to the board. The board was so engaged in running the event. A lot of people don't realize it's not a city event. It doesn't run through City Hall. City Hall doesn't organize it. It is called the Mayor's Benefit Gala because that is the mayor, and if there happens to be a significant other, I do have a wife, my wife Jody. It's part of our outreach to provide that philanthropic support. What a great idea and how the city does this. I'm going to go back, 13, 14 years and give credit to Dave Rufaro, the mayor at the time, for kicking the first one off at the Utica Public Library. I couldn't be happier with the outcome.
It was absolutely awesome, just again, the weeks before the preparation, just our staff members that were going, we got to watch everybody's fashion show before our very eyes. What I loved the most that evening is that people just came together. Everybody was welcome, everybody was happy, everybody was just enjoying life. The work of a childcare worker is certainly formidable every day, and to see them relax and enjoy, that was one thing, but also to see friends, and also the interest in the story of Thea Bowman herself. There were so many people who had so many questions about her, and the whole evening was just aglow with joy and happiness.
The day of the event, we had so much sponsor support. Every single ticket was going directly to Thea Bowman. That was one of our big things this year with the committee, was not only sponsorship support is king in an event like this, but on top of that, we celebrated those sponsors. Every single time we received a sponsor, we put it out on social media, congratulating them, making sure that if they're gonna do this for Thea Bowman, the community knows they're doing it for Thea Bowman. And I really do think that in comparison to prior events, our sponsorship came out so hard for Thea Bowman. It was amazing. Day of the event, we were over 50,000 going directly to Thea Bowman. My wife and I, we wanted all new entertainment because we wanted it to be fresh. And we got that. Showtime, Madam ZZ, D King Productions, the way we laid out the rooms, it was still at the Delta, but we changed the flow of how everything worked from 6 all the way to 11. And to talk about the crowd that was there, we had all the sponsors there, but the community that showed up, it was a whole different group of people. And that's not a bad thing because we sold over 800 tickets. But it was really cool to see a whole new generation coming out to support an organization like Thea Bowman. It's going to be about hanging out with people. It's going to be about the entertainment. It's going to be about the dance floor. It's going to be about the fact that we brought in a cigar bar and did an outdoor cigar bar. You know, we just did different things to kind of bring in the new look and feel of how we exist.
Well, certainly first and foremost, thank you to Mayor Mike Galimi for helping us have this wonderful event, and to his wife and his whole team. It was amazing. We would meet every Tuesday night for several weeks to prepare for this event, and it was just heartwarming to see the interest and that went into that and all the hard work that went into it. So thanks to everybody there. And also thanks to the whole community as a whole. We couldn't believe when we saw the number of tickets that were sold, and even at the door, you know, I think there was $6,000 worth of tickets sold just at the door that night, and a chance to see so many of the people who've been part of the miracle that happened at the Bowman House over the years. We hope to continue the work, and because of the kindness of other people, it's not only possible to continue, but to really enhance what we do.
Hey, County Executive, where'd you get that tuxedo?
Oh, I ate the peanut.